A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for watching UBC TV this morning. Time for GMU Tourism Express. And this morning we're talking about domestic tourism. Now, yesterday I was walking somewhere and someone approached me. They just came to see around the place of work I operate at, the things that operate there. And just like that, to them they had come to tour. They came to tour. It was a public holiday. They were having a walk, a stroll around Kampala. Came to tour the place I was working at, and they were walking from where I was all the way to the Independence Monument. And did you know that, as simple as that sounds, it is domestic tourism? But how large can we understand it, and how large can we make it to be potentially beneficial for us as Ugandans, and something that we should pick interest in? I mean, why should someone else from overseas enjoy Uganda, yet we sleep in it daily, wake up in it daily, make money from it daily, and never experience it? That's why we do have Dorcas Rukundo Twesigomwe, who is the Acting Commissioner Tourism and Business Development at the Uganda Wildlife Authority, to speak into domestic tourism, unlocking Uganda's youth market. 0709-602592. Send a WhatsApp message to be part of the conversation. A very good morning to you, Dorcas.
Good morning, Julie.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Thank you for hosting me here.
Lovely.
And a good morning to all the viewers and all the listeners.
Lovely.
I am excited being here.
Indeed. And just to break the ice and maybe paint a picture for to our viewer, what exactly is domestic tourism, to one who might not understand it?
Domestic tourism, for all viewers, welcome to Uganda. Those who haven't been in Uganda for a long time, those who are visiting Uganda, you are most welcome to Uganda. And when we talk about domestic tourism, I am speaking to the people who live in Uganda, the people who stay here with me in this beautiful country called the Pearl of Africa.
Right.
The domestic tourists are us, me, you, and many other people who live in this country, who get out of their homes in the comfort of your home, and you just get out and visit the rest of the places that are within this country. This country is so beautiful. I know there are people who have lived in Kampala. They live in places called Kololo, Bugolobi, Bweyogerere. They haven't been even to Kasube Tombs. That is domestic tourism.
Right.
The moment you leave your home and visit a tourist attraction, you are a tourist. And then you spend some money there, and you can even spend a night. You come from here, you go to Gulu. I don't know when you have been to Gulu, Julie, or you go to Kabale, or you go to Kisoro, or you go to Karamoja. That is a tourist. You are a tourist, whether you're going for a wedding, and then you go and spend a night, because you're going to spend on lodging, you're going to eat people's food, you're going to eat different food, you're going to experience different cultures.
Right.
And that is domestic tourism. So for every Ugandan that would move from their home and go to a different place, you're a tourist and you're called a domestic tourist.
Very interesting at that. I mean, even you've talked about all the places, that is Kabale,
Yes.
Gulu. I've visited all of them, and not intentionally visiting, you know, but at the end of the day I've become a tourist.
Yeah, absolutely.
In one way or the other.
Yes.
What degree of economic impact does this have?
The impact of your visit, you see, when you're going to use a car.
True story.
So the petrol station person is going to make some money from the fuel you're going to put in your car. And then as you move, you're going to probably hire a driver. The driver will be paid some money. And where you reach, you're going to eat maybe some maize roasted by the roadside. And we have what we call Rolex, or you eat some little meat on the road. And then when you reach, you're going to have lunch, maybe in a restaurant, and you're going to leave some money. Then when you finish the lunch, you're going to pay for where you're going to sleep, accommodation. The lodge owner who is going to hire the person who is going to clean your room, the person who is going to give you food in the evening, all that is impacting on the economy. So the value chain, by the time you leave, for example, Gulu, the money that you'll have spent along the way contributes to the economy greatly. So it is very important that we move. Because if we don't move, if I don't move, if I stay at home, it means the petrol station person will not make money.
Right.
The driver that I would have used will not make money. The Rolex person will not make money. And then also where I'm going to sleep, the accommodation, I would not spend on that money, because I'll just stay at home.
True.
So the moment we move, if we all keep moving, the economy will thrive. I am telling you.
And I can imagine if many Ugandans, I mean, I imagine more Ugandans traveled a lot.
Yes.
Like that, how much impact would it have on the economy?
If every Ugandan, we are 46 million people, 46 million people, you imagine you come to my village, I come to yours, and you know, we are Ugandans, we are known for going in groups. Naturally, I don't go alone. We don't like lonely travels. I go in a group. I can mobilize my friends and my age mates and maybe my OBs, my OGs, and we move together. And when we move, everywhere we'll have moved, we'll leave some money, we'll leave some income for somebody. My mother who is selling matoke deep in Rwampada will make some money when I have moved to a place like in Barra. And you see, if every Ugandan intentionally moved from where they live and just moved, you don't have to go very far. You said yesterday, someone came here. Maybe they were coming from Bugolobi. They came here. By the time they reached the Independence Monument, maybe they'll have picked a piece of Rolex, or they'll have picked something, or they'll have eaten something along the way, and that helps the economy to thrive. Other than money staying in your pocket and you're not moving, and when you don't move, when you don't spend your money, others will also not make, and you also will not make money. Because the money keeps exchanging hands, so when it moves to you, then eventually it comes to me. So I want to encourage every Ugandan, let us move. Let us move. We have 10 national parks, and they are beautiful. Each of these parks is unique in itself. The attractions are different. Even as you get there, the landscape of Uganda is totally different everywhere you go. It is different. The culture is different. The people are different. The dancing is different. The food is different.
Right.
And I'm telling you, you'll just enjoy the country. Just discover Uganda. You do not know Uganda if you do not move around it.
Right.
Let's discover Uganda.
Now, Uganda is largely a young population, about 75% of Uganda. Yes.
Yeah.
How are youth so important to this culture of domestic tourism? What's their impact?
The youth, you see, the youth are not only the current travelers, but they're also future conservationists. They're future travelers. So the youth now, and they form this biggest population in this country. 75% is a big, massive number, below 35 years of age. So if these people can start moving, I can assure you the trend will change, because the youth travel in groups. They also don't want to go alone. They'll travel in groups, and everywhere they'll reach, they'll party, they'll have fun, they have photos, they'll spread the message, and you know, there's this they call content creation. If you go to any of the national parks, or you just move to any cultural event and you just share your images, it is about discovery, and that's what the youth like. The youth like to discover. They want to see new things. They want to see new places. They want to just enjoy nature. And the moment you immerse yourself in nature, share this content, I can assure you it will change the trend of tourism in this country.
Right.
And they form a sustainable market. For example, now we are grappling with Ebola. You imagine if all the youth came to any of the national parks. There are some youth that have never seen a gorilla. But if these youth came, took pictures with a gorilla, enjoyed this forest, the forest gives you amazing fresh air. You breathe it differently. It's different from the Kampala air. The air is fresh. So if they immerse themselves in this forest, the wellness that comes with it, and that's what the youth are looking for.
Right.
They are looking for wellness. They are looking for experiences. They are looking for adventure. They are looking for just to being together and partying together and being happy together.
Right.
The parks will provide this.
Great and beautiful explanation of domestic tourism by Dorcas. Many Ugandans are now convinced that traveling around their own country for leisure and adventure is important, and such programs sensitize the public about the beauty and importance of traveling. Thank you, UBC. Thank you, Dorcas. This is Michael Mahaire. Thank you very much for being on the show. Now let's look at the impact of open park days. How are they impacting domestic tourism?
I want to inform Ugandans that every year at the end of December, rather at the end of September, towards the end, we normally celebrate on 27th day of September, we celebrate World Tourism Day. Just a week before World Tourism Day, we open the parks for all Ugandans to just immerse yourselves in these national parks. It is open to everyone. Sometimes we provide buses to the communities. So if you live in places close to the parks, sometimes we bring transport for you to just come and see what we protect on your behalf. Because we protect these national parks, we manage them on behalf of the people of Uganda.
Right.
So we want you to come and see what we are protecting. By doing that, we have seen stewards coming up of in environment. You see, here in Kampala, we have a lot of litter. We are grappling with litter. When they go to the parks, they find how clean they are. You will not find any plastic in the parks because for us, we keep our parks environmentally friendly. You'll find our parks really clean with no litter. And when they come back, because they have been in a non-littered environment, they will come and try to become also stewards of environment.
That's true.
And then they become stewards of conservation. They appreciate nature and the youth now, because the parks are open, they go in groups, they camp. You do not have to spend on a lodge if you don't have money. We provide areas where you can camp. We have seen people camp, and it has been exciting. The numbers have grown.
Right.
From when we started, last year we registered huge numbers of people going to the parks. So I want to invite you. September is very close. The parks will be open. No charging of entrance fees. All you need to do is carry some little money to do Rolex, to buy something, to buy a drink.
Travel from wherever you're coming from.
And travel from wherever you're coming from.
Right.
And then just enjoy the parks, just enjoy nature. It makes you feel different because the wellness you get from this environment is just different.
Indeed. Now, our time is fast spent, but let's talk about the rhino naming ceremony. How significant is it?
Now, let me first tell you the story of the rhinos.
Right.
We had rhinos in Uganda. By 1983, we declared that rhinos had become extinct in this country. So in 2005, the government of Uganda, thanks to the government of Uganda, the movement, they brought, with the support from Rhino Fund, we brought rhinos in Uganda. And these were 8 rhinos. 2 were put at Uwek at the zoo, and then 6 were put at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary. These rhinos have since multiplied. And because they have multiplied, the 8 that came, they came with names. For example, I want to give an example of one that came from Kenya. There's one that came from Kenya called Moja, and then there's one that came from Disneyland from the US. And the Nandi and Moja from Kenya and US, when they met, they had a male offspring. And the male offspring, we called it Obama. So there are some rhinos that have since not been named. There's one called Malaika that was born on Christmas Day. And because it was born on Christmas Day, we called her Malaika.
Right.
Then there's Noella, also was born on Christmas Day. So some would be named circumstantially, but then there are those that are not yet named. And it is an opportunity for Ugandans. I want to invite all of us, Ugandans, let's name these rhinos after ourselves. You might be a Muganda and your totem is a kula. So a kula is a rhino.
Yeah.
You can name a rhino after your mother, after your child, and this rhino will be called that name after you. When we are moving it from Ziwa Sanctuary, where they are, most of them, recently we moved some to Kidepo and we removed some to Ajai. And it was a very successful event. It was a successful experience. It was a beautiful experience for you to immerse yourself in. So if you have named a rhino, you will come and follow it. You will come and visit. Every time we are moving them, you are moving with the rhinos and you'll see where it is.
Right.
And it also helps you to support conservation of these rhinos.
Right.
So I want to invite you, please come and name the rhinos. For Ugandans, it is as cheap as 1,000 USD. That is about 3.6 million Uganda shillings. And if you want to friend a rhino, because Jill will name a rhino, but then when you have named it, I can friend it. And for every Ugandan, it's only 100,000. 100,000 Uganda shillings, it is very cheap. But for foreigners, it is 10,000 USD.
Right.
So you pay about 36 million and a rhino is named after you. And I want to invite you to come. We are doing this on the 22nd of September. We intend to do this in Entebbe. It is going to be closed. And I invite all the youth, come and name these rhinos. Come and experience what we call rhinos. Come and be a part of conservation.
Very beautiful indeed. Thank you very much, Dorcas Rukundo Twesigomo. She is the Acting Commissioner Tourism and Business Development at the Uganda Wildlife Authority. She's been speaking with us about domestic tourism and the impact Ugandan youth have on domestic tourism. Allow me close this with a comment. Thank you for the Shoki Maleni Michael watching you live from Bududa. Please display for me a rhino, please, on the screen, because I don't know what it looks like. Which park do we find them? You've seen one on the screen, but Dorcas, quickly tell Michael which parks to find a rhino.
Michael, if you come from Bududa, you can go to Kidepo, Kidepo Valley National Park. We have some rhinos. We have some rhinos in Ajai Wildlife Reserve, just close to Maction Falls National Park. And then we also have some rhinos at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary, just here in Nakasongola.
Lovely.
You will find some rhinos. But also, those who are in Kampala, we have some rhinos at Uwek in Entebbe,
right,
at the zoo. Just come and see these rhinos. Come and experience them and come and name them.
Lovely. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for being on the show. Up next is Business with Robert Chirabo Nyonyito, and I will be back with the agenda. Good morning.